Post-independence, during 1938, 46 bank branches offices trebled to 3,469 and deposited quadrupled to the 962 crores. Nevertheless, the partition of India in 1947 adversely impacted the economies of the Punjab and West Bengal, paralyzing the banking activities for months. India independent market marked the end of the regime of the laissez-faire for the Indian banking. The government of India initiated measures to play an active role in economic life of the nation, and the industrial policy resolution adopted by the government in 1948 envisaged in a mixed economy. This resulted is a great involvement of the state in the different segments of economic, including banking and finance. The major step to regulate the banking included the Reserve Bank of India. Indian Central Banking Authority was established in April 1935 but was nationalized on 1st January 1949 under the term of the Reserve Bank of India Transfer to Public Ownership Act 1948, RBI 2005B. In 1949, the Banking of the Regulation Act was enacted, which empowered the Reserve Bank of India to regulate, control, and inspect the banks in India. The Banking Regulation Act also provided that no new bank or branches of an existing bank could be reopened without a license from the RBI, and no two banks could have common directors. Nationalization in 1969 and 1980, despite the provision control regulation of the Reserve Bank of India, banks in India, except the State Bank of the Indian, remain owned and operated by the private person. By the 1960s, the Indian banking industry had become an important tool to facilitate the development of the Indian economy. At the same time, it had emerged as a large employer, and debate had ensured about the nationalization of the banking industry. In Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of the India, expressed the intention of the government of India in the annual conference of the All India Congress meeting in a paper entailed straight throughout on a banking nationalization. Thereafter, the government of India issued the banking companies as acquisition and transfer of the undertaking ordinance 1969 and nationalization the 14 largest commercial banks with the effects from the midnight of 19 July 1969. These banks can contain 85% of banks deposit in the country. Within 2 weeks of the issue of the ordinance, the Parliament passed the Banking Companies Acquisition and Transfer of Undertaking Bill, and it received the presidential approval on 9 August 1969. The following banks were nationalized in 1969: Allahabad Bank, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra, Bank of India, Central Bank of India, Canara Bank, Dena Bank, now Bank of Baroda, Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, Punjab National Bank, Syndicate Bank, UCO Bank, Union Bank, United Bank of India. A second round of the nationalization of 6 more commercial bank of the followed in 1980s. The stated reason for the nationalization was to given to the government more control of the credit delivery. With the second round of the nationalization, the government of India controlled around 91% of the banking business of India. The following banks were nationalized in 1980s: Punjab and Sindh Bank, Vijaya Bank, Oriental Bank of India, Corporate Bank, Andhra Bank, New Banks of India. Later on in the year 1993, the government merged New Banks of India with the Punjab National Bank. It was the only merger between the nationalized bank and resulted in the reduction of the number of the nationalized bank from 20 to 19 until the 1990. The nationalized bank grew at a pace of around 4%, closer to the average growth around the Indian economy. Liberation in the 1990s.